You just used this term, airspace awareness and protection. And I know I've been talking to both of you now for a little bit. I know that this is a term you're trying to coin, if you will, as being the real issue versus quote unquote counter UAS. It's about airspace awareness and protection. So tell us what you mean by that. And I think we have a really cool picture from a former mission you may have done back in the day.
Yeah, so airspace awareness and protection, that as you have conversations with a lot of different people, sometimes the term counter UAS might have some negative connotations. And if you, everybody that I've worked with in this kind of portion of this industry, we're all very pro drone. I think we all understand the importance that drones are going to be in our future, national airspace, or how it's going to, enhance our lives with public safety and inspections beyond visual line of sight flights. Drones is the first responder, those types of things. And so trying to get away from that, and that airspace and awareness and protection is kind of like a framework that we could potentially use that would go into the use of legally and logical authorized technologies, tactics, techniques, and procedures to provide that overall, that third dimension of of security that we need. The days of the gates, guns, and guards they're really long gone at this point, and we need to kind of start incorporating that dimension into our traditional physical security programs. That really should be a part of this, what our critical infrastructure, our corporate security, law enforcement, stadium security, all those types of entities should really start to think about their integrating logical technologies, legal technologies, and upgrading their policies and procedures to account for that. And sometimes it can include, everybody thinks of the traditional RF detection types of equipment, which could be cameras, radars, RF detection, and acoustic type systems. But it can also include things like the uncrewed traffic management system, the UTM that's coming up, as well as knowledge of where crewed aircraft are in the airspace. Casey and I spent a lot of time conducting or assisting in investigations where, sometimes crewed aircraft or even celestial bodies or low Earth orbit aircraft were being, misidentified as drones because you have those blinking lights in the sky. So it's kind of having a real overall awareness of what's going on in the airspace.
No, that makes an abundant amount of sense. And I know both of you together created this counter UAS hub, obviously way too long. And I couldn't imagine what the bumper sticker would look like to be the Airspace Awareness and Protection Hub. So we went with counter UAS hub. Tell us a little bit about this. This is your thought leadership platform. You guys are super active on Twitter, on LinkedIn, using C-UAS hub. You've grown a huge audience in such a short period of time. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, so C-UAS Hub is kind of a solution to the gap that we saw. And Tom and I, through our federal work, there was no guidance as to how to do this mission, where to learn more. And we spent a lot of time looking for those resources. So we decided to bring those resources together into C-UAS Hub. And we really want to bring the community to those resources. And that's why we are so active in trying to get that message out there, because there's a lot of great work going on all over the world related to counter UAS, airspace awareness, protection. But some of it is becoming stovepiped within those different industries or those entities. So we want to try and bring all that together. And so we have articles and news. We have documents like white papers, case studies, laws and legislation, so you can understand how that applies to your mission. And we also have the vendors, products, services, events, and jobs, all related to counter UAS, because all of those help you accomplish the mission and learn more about it. C-UAS Hub, and we're also presenting all of this in a kind of neutral and fair perspective, because we want that education and that learning to be one of the primary focus areas.